Hello everyone, this is Rick and thanks for joining. This is the fifth PowerPoint 2007 tutorial. And today I'm going to talk about working with tables. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and insert a new slide here. And the easiest way to do that is Control M is certainly one of the ways. So there's a couple different options here. If you go into Insert, actually if you start here you'll notice by default a lot of these template pages include an option to insert a table. And it'll come up and it'll give you an option, number of columns and number of rows, and there's a simple table. I'm going to highlight that one and delete it. I'm going to delete everything pre-formatted on this page and show you. If you go under Insert and you go to Table, you have a couple different options. You have the Insert Table option, which we just did. I'm going to hit Cancel. You have the Insert, you could draw a table, which I'll cover in a later tutorial if you wanted to do something a little bit more customized, and you can insert an Excel spreadsheet, which I'll cover in a later tutorial also. So what we're going to do is just create a little table here. We're going to do we'll do 5 columns by 3 rows, and there you have a basic table. And what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and clean it up a little bit here. So the first thing you'll notice under Table Tools, I'm defaulted over to the Design tab now under Table Tools. I'm going to go to Layout, and first thing that I want to do is I want to put a title up here, right? But I'm not going to put a title right here because it's not going to look very good, right? It's not going to look centered or anything like that. So I'm going to go ahead and I'll just leave that there for now. I'm going to highlight the whole row with my mouse by clicking in either rightmost or leftmost cell, and then hold down the mouse and drag it and highlight it. Then go to Merge Cells, and then you see what happens. It gets rid of the columns, or the actually the columns. I'm sorry. So then over here, in this, now I have one big cell here. Now I can go here and click on Center the Text, and now I have a nice title column, a nice title there up at the top in the center. So I'll go over here and I'll put in, guess let's put in Q1. Sorry, I'm gonna click here. Q1, and I go down here and I say Q2, and then I didn't do such good planning here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to highlight right here, and I'm going to go under Table Tools again. I'm going to go to Layout, and I'm going to go ahead and click Insert Below, and you'll see what will happen. It will insert a row below it. Likewise, if I clicked here, I could say Insert Right. Alright, but I'm going to go ahead and undo that, and let's just go ahead and type in Q3 and then Q4 here, and I'm just going to make up numbers here. 100, 20, 10, 100. And so now what I want to do here is a couple different things. I want to maybe clean this thing up a little bit so it looks a little bit, actually I want to adjust the size, or let me change the font so I can highlight all the cells here, or highlight individual cells, and then I can go and I can right click and I'll get the pop-up, or I could go to font over here, but I'm just going to go ahead and increase the font a couple times, okay, to make it a little bit larger. Likewise, I could highlight it and reduce it or whatever. I could change the color of the font. You can work with your font as you normally would. Okay. So now what I want to do is I want to take the cells and I want to make them, I'm going to go to the Layout tab and I'm going to make them, let's see, I want to go to row height, which is under, where is that? I am going to go, where is row height at? Let's see here. This is row height. Okay, so that's changing that. That's your cell size, and then this one would shrink it that way. Okay, so that's how you would edit the size of those cells. Let's see what else I want to share with you here. So now I go back to the Design tab, and let's say I want to put a border around my cell. I can do that by clicking here and I can choose no borders, all borders, outside borders. So I'm going to go ahead and choose outside borders, and then I am going to choose the color of the border over here. I can choose the thickness of the border, or this type of the border, and this is a solid line, or I could do hyphenated line. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to change it to a large border, and then I'm going to change it to, using the pen color, to red. Okay, and then if you notice when I click off, you'll see it like that, and then I can, in presentation mode, it has a nice clean border around it. Okay, I'm going to hit escape, and now I'm going to go back to the table. I'm going to go back to design, and a couple other things I want to share with you is over here. Actually, let me expand this a little bit. Let me do this. It's missing some of the titles because I have the screen compressed a little bit. Okay, so let me go back to that one more time. Now I'm going to highlight this, highlight the table, go back to design, and I can go to table styles, and I have all these options here. For example, you've got a whole variety. So I'm just going to change it for a moment to red like that. Okay, so I can change it back. I can do any number of things to it. So I'm going to change it back to the default. And then another thing I can do here under design and tables is I can go to the effects, and I can do lots of different things to this. Like I can put a shadow on it, I can do a reflection, I can do let me see, beveled edges, to clean it up a little bit. Okay, so you see there's lots and lots of options here. I'll let you experiment with it quite a bit. There's a way to make it change the texture, let's go ahead and change this to be a little darker, let's say. Okay, and so you can clean it up, you can make it nice and clean. If you want to do something custom, you can certainly draw your own table, and I'll come back with another tutorial and show you how to insert and work with Excel tables. Thanks for joining, and please subscribe. Take care.